Yeah, I mean, it was a tough game for us. They definitely improved from the previous time that we played them back at our stadium. They they countered well with speed and pace, and it made it really difficult for us on the night. But um, we won when we weren't particularly playing well, which I think is a sign of a good team. And yeah, the clean sheet. Yeah, I mean it's something that I've wanted for like since the start of the season. It's something that I set as a goal at the beginning of the season. So yeah, I'm really happy to have achieved that.
All right, and those on Zoom, just use the raise hand button and we'll open the line for you. We'll start with Austin David. Austin, you can go with a couple.
Thanks, Jackie. Anna, I guess just from your perspective, I mean, being the record holder now, being the one and only, is that kind of wild to think about? I know it's only been a little bit of time since it's become official, but just hearing that, what does that mean? Just from your perspective, from this season overall.
I mean, it's a great feeling to have it just be me. Like it's not a tied record. It's like it's Orlando Pride. It's me out in front. So yeah, that's a great feeling. It's something like I said before. Like I've wanted it. It was one of my goals before the season to kind of see if I could get that record. Um, it probably only became like an actual not a determined effort, but like became more of a reality as the season went on. I'm like, yeah, I could actually do this. And now we have, I think it's 5 games left to go, 5 or 6 games left. So I want to extend that record as much as I can, and hopefully it stays for many years.
For you, I mean, this whole season has been a team effort. How much has the defense in front of you played a part in this record, and how much do you appreciate just the work that they've been able to do in order to help you get to this point?
Yeah, I mean the defensive work rate from the whole team has been massive. It's been incredible to see week in week out. The consistency with that defensive effort and the defensive mindset that we have is something that I've never had in a team before. So it's really good to see that. Em and Kylie have just been solid in front of me. 2 centre backs, so massive shout out to them. The fullbacks, massive shout out to them. I mean, I really couldn't do it without any single person on this team, and I know it's my name that gets put with that record, but honestly, it should be Orlando Pride because I literally could not do it without them. And yes, I've had to make some saves, but for the majority of the time, they're literally doing all the work, and yeah, I can only thank them for that.
Going back to this game now, with the way that they kind of came out of the gate, how much was it just kind of weathering the storm in spurts with some of the forward line that they had, and as you said, not playing the best game that you guys have played, but still being able to grind out a game like this.
Yeah, I mean, we rode our luck a couple of times, especially in the second half. I think I made the save, and then they had the one that just flashed wide of the post. So yeah, they have a really good forward line, very pacey, very quick on the transition. But I think we dealt with it. I don't think really in this league you can not give teams any chances. But the chances that we did give up, we made it harder for them to score off. So yeah.
We're going to go to Sean Rollins. Sean, go ahead.
We've seen a few changes in the back line this year because of injuries and whatnot. Tonight, there was some more changes, but they still had a strong performance. Can you talk about this team's ability to put seemingly any defender on the back line and still come out with a clean sheet?
Yeah, I mean it's incredible to see that we are this consistent with a little bit inconsistent with the personnel. But yeah, we all know what we're doing. Seb set his values defensively out for us to follow, and everyone that goes into that back line, the sixes, like they all follow it. We are even the forwards, like everyone is fully determined to keep that ball out of the back of net, and it doesn't matter who's in that back line, who's on the field at any time. Like, it really is a team effort, and we're all bought into that, and I think it's showing in the performances that we're having defensively.
Sean, anything else? Okay, we're going to go over to Steph Young with The Athletic.
Thanks, Jackie. Congrats on the win tonight. I think, having watched you since you joined the Pride, it feels like, have really watched you as a player, like, grow into the role and, like, really come into your own as a starting keeper on this team. I'm just wondering, you mentioned the defense in front of you working really hard this season, but is there anything else to you that has felt different compared to when you first started appearing in goal for the team, or is it literally just you've all grown together and just worked hard together?
I think the club has had a major change, like, all around. Since from when I first got here, the whole club has been kind of flipped upside down. A lot of change, a lot of positives coming in. Seb taking over the team, obviously, Haley Carter coming in. So yeah, it's really polar opposites to when I first started here. I always had the belief that I could come in and be the number one. But yeah, I think Seb has allowed me to grow into the role. And he's just let me flourish into that role. And yeah, I'm just enjoying every second of it that I get to play in this team.
Is there anyone in the defensive line you feel also has helped you kind of feel that way about flourishing in the role, or conversely, is there anyone you think you connected with in terms of helping them flourish defensively?
I mean, I think as a team we're all very encouraging. We all encourage each other to do our best, and if we do something wrong, we then encourage each other to make the next one better. It's really just like we just have this positive environment where we don't go after each other, we just lift each other up, and it's really good. Kylie and Em in front of me have been incredible. Just to play with those two, I think they've been probably the most consistent pair in the centre back roles this season. So just having that relationship with them and knowing how they play, how they react to different things, that's just been really good.
Thank you.
We'll wrap up with Luis Carlos Pineda here.
Hi, congrats, Anna. I wanted to ask you, there were a couple of turnovers happening defensively and in the mid. Would you determine that was maybe due to the pitch condition? Seemed a little slippery, or was it something that it just happened because Bay was just that powerful in the first few minutes? Thank you.
I think it took us a while to get used to the pitch. It was very slippery. It was very slick. The ball was moving faster than maybe we were prepared for. But once we got used to that playing surface, I think we started to pop the ball around a little bit. Bay's press was pretty good as well. They came on us hard, and last week we didn't have that, so maybe that was a little bit of an adjustment to make in this game. But I thought we dealt with the conditions well. We had a couple of players slip in, but that's part of the game. Both teams play on the same field, so we both had to deal with the same conditions.
All right, thank you, Anna.
Cool, thank you.
Well, of course, we don't did our best game today, but there was enough to go home tomorrow with 3 points, and we have things that we need to do better to keep improve and develop this team more and more, and the young players too. I think we need to be a little bit better when we play against one team in there. Run back so fast and park the bus in the around the area. We had the ball most of the time there, but we maybe don't have the patience and to wait for the best option and explore a little bit better this situation to find the goals.
I guess you kind of mentioned it with that holding on for a lot of the ball. Statistically, you were better, but when it comes to a game like this where you're not playing your best and still finding a way to find a result to get 3 points, what does that say about this team and just their dedication to not give up and to fight to the very end.
Well, the team, it's like everybody, like tonight, I mean, we did start with the team that we normally start, but like the players how come in, like show up and then help a lot. I think we just need like keep like try to do our best, because sometime like we're gonna have players how don't show like your best in the game. I don't think I did tonight. I don't think like some players did, but like at the end we find a way together to fight for the result. And it's gonna be like that, because everybody look for beat Orlando now, and we need to deal with this situation. Then go over and keep like strong, like keep like a mentally and physical like strong, as we always show like from beginning in this season.
For Barbara to get back on the score sheet and to get the game-winning goal, what does that mean just for her confidence as a striker, to have a couple games where she doesn't score and have to get back onto her scoring ways? What does that mean just for her and for the team in general to have her find her scoring form again?
Well, for her, of course, mean a lot, because it's been like four games, five today, yeah, and and for the team too, because we need like her feeling good, like to do like her best for the team. And I think like that was really important, like that she scored tonight. And I'm pretty sure like she gonna be like a little bit better next game. And then we are here for support, like no matter what, we are here for support her.
I know you've
Go ahead,
sorry,
Austin.
just
Go
one
ahead.
more.
Nope.
I know you've talked about it before, but I mean, having 22 unbeaten, having clean sheets in 12 of your games this season. I know you said it before, where the job's not done yet, but do you ever kind of just sit back and see all the accolades and all the stuff that you guys have accomplished this season so far, and just think, wow, how far we've come from last year?
Yeah, sometimes it's hard to believe in, but yeah, it is. It is what it is. It's about like work so hard. It's about like believe in yourself, believe in the work that we put like every single day, believe in each players, like everybody how work for this club. And like just keep like their mentality, like be hungry every single day, people like all of the other teams behind us like want to catch us, want to beat us, like want to say like, yeah, we beat Orlando after like many games that they did lose. So we know it's like a press all the time, but it's a good press, because everybody want to be in this situation. And but we did. And then like we need to keep like have that feeling like I want to do more, I want to break like more record no matter what, so nobody can catch us. That's it.
All right. Anything else for Marta? All right. We'll wrap up there. Marta, thank you. Congratulations. Oh, did I get a late one? Nope. Good. Awesome. Thank you, Marta.
Thank you very much.
No, I mean, it sounds great when you put it like that. Very much in the moment. I don't think we played to our best. I don't think we were, threatening as much as I would have liked us to be. But, to come away from a difficult environment, Bay FC have done really well in the last couple of games of showing what they are capable of doing. But yeah, 1-0 win away from home I'll always take. We'll always take the 3 points. It's so critical at this stage in the season that we continue to pick up valuable points. But yeah, obviously there's still a lot of things that we can continue to work on. I said to the players, before the game, it's important that we still learn, even though we're unbeaten and still winning games, that we still have so many learning moments within that to continue to progress towards the postseason.
We'll go to Austin.
Thanks, Jackie. Seb, you kind of touched on that. What do you feel kind of contributed to the fact that the team didn't play their best in this game?
I just think right now it's just getting more challenging. Teams are doing different strategies to play against us. Last week against KC, there were a lot more low block, no real space to exploit. Today, similar but a little bit higher with BFC, trying to be compact, trying to force it wide. And we have to learn from that. We have to continue to be threatening in those moments. In possession, I thought in the first half we didn't really get our press right. I didn't think we were as aggressive as we've shown in previous games. And there was a big change in the second half. I thought we looked more like ourselves. I thought, there was moments where we were a little bit more aggressive with our press, forced it wide, won some balls in midfield and looked to transition forward quickly. I thought some of the build-up play was really good. And we created more opportunities in that second half and looked more like ourselves.
I guess you were talking about teams are adapting to you. How do you in turn go about adapting your team to the way teams are going to be adapting to you, and how do you kind of adjust on the fly and try and bring something different to teams so that you can take advantage of those opportunities?
We don't want to be too different. We look at the 4 moments in the game. I think a lot of our game model is heavily reliant on transition. We have some really good players who can be threatening in transition. I think defensively we've been really good all season long. And then I think the attacking side, so the build-up moments where once we get in that final third, can we be a little bit more threatening? Can we find that final pass? Can we find, a little separation 1v1 or even getting shots off? And I think that's just been adaptable. I think, you want to be good at everything. You want to be good at all 4 moments in the game. And we're continuing to learn from it. We're still only 2 years into this Pride era. And we're doing phenomenally well right now, and we'll just continue to work on it. We made some changes as well going into this game. We want to make sure players are feeling fresh towards the last now 5 games of the season, and we wanted to freshen it up. And I thought players like Carson coming in, Mo coming in, and Julie coming in it was really beneficial. We allowed some players to get well-deserved rest also, and so I've always said it's been a collective game. It's about the roster, and it's allowed us now to be more flexible with our team selection, which is great to see.
Was just about to ask about that. I guess with Carson specifically getting the assist on Barbra's goal, what did you make of her game tonight in her first start back with the team since 2020?
Yeah, it was brilliant. We decided to give Kylie a well-deserved rest. Obviously, she came on towards the end of the game, but moving Abello into centre-back, Abello's been brilliant for us also, and it allowed us to play Carson at left-back. She's great on the ball. She sees some really good passes, but one of her key qualities is obviously her crossing ability, and she put some really good, dangerous balls into good areas for the, likes of Barbara and Adri and Marty and Julie to get their head on it. Her quality showed towards the end of the game with a great ball for Barbara and a great finish to win us the game.
What does it mean for Barbara to get that goal, finally getting that scoring drought out of her system, and especially winning the game for your team?
Oh, it's massive confidence boost. I've said all along, she's getting in some really good positions. It's that finals touch, and grateful for us. She managed to put the ball in the back of the net. She's needed that. I think for a forward, you need those goals to boost your confidence, and I think with her getting one, she'll go on to score many more towards the end of the season. And she's been brilliant. Her work ethic again is top, and as long as she continues to get herself in good areas, we'll find her in those positions, and then just execute with the final touch for the goal.
Okay. Anything else for Seb? All right, we'll wrap up there. Seb, thank you as always, and congratulations.
Thank you.
Thanks everyone for joining us.